Welcome to this week's episode. Today I want to talk about the Insta360 cameras. This is the Insta 1-inch or 1RS 1-inch model. And I can honestly say I can't believe it has taken me that many years to jump on the wagon of Insta360. These cameras are amazing. I had so much fun using them in my recent trip to Florida. And one of the things why this makes probably the most fun camera I purchased in a long time is the fact that you can reframe after you recorded all the footage. If you used GoPros in the past, just as I did, and kind of like installed it on your bike or you installed it on your car, you recorded some footage, specifically with mountain biking, sometimes vibration changed the angle a little bit and you couldn't see the horizon, which made the footage unusable after the fact. And these are all problems from the past if you're using a Insta360. Today I want to talk about what I love about it, how you can edit the footage, give you some tips if you're looking into buying one, which model you should invest in, and some of the things I kind of dislike about this model. So let's talk about editing. You have a beautiful app on your phone that you can use for editing right on the way. Let's say you do just a quick edit for social media or something, or just to share with family and friends, then you can do it all out of the app. Let me show you how that works. So here you see it asks me to join the network from the camera. It's connecting now through Wi-Fi. It uses Bluetooth to initialize it. So once it's connected to the camera, you can control the camera and see what the camera sees. Here you see I can kind of like scroll around. You see my home office / studio right now of where I am recording. I can set all the settings if I will, but if I were to record a piece, I'm just hitting record here and just record the sequence or not. I can move the camera if I want to, and I hit stop. I can then go into the main menu of the app and you see like the recording that I've just done. And you see here now I can reframe however I want the shot to be. If I want to show what I see, I can leave it like this. If I want to have me in the focus, I can leave it at that. I can change the format if I want to do something for YouTube versus doing it for Insta Story or YouTube Shorts. I can trim it, I can do at the speed, I can do multi-view. There's also this very awesome thing where you can do snap, which means it points wherever my phone points. So if you see, if I look around, it changes this perspective, and now I could hold this record button. I can move the camera if I want to, and I hit. And now it basically sets all the keyframes of that movement, so I don't have to manually move it around. So this is one way of editing. So you can do everything straight on your phone. I learned in YouTube videos I watched that it now shows you actually a low preview. You don't have to first transfer all the files from the camera to your phone to do the editing. Kind of like gives you this proxy file to do it. And then once you export it, it exports it in a high quality into your basically picture folder on your smartphone. So super easy to use, super convenient for those very quick edits. Another option is the Insta Studio, which is an application that you can download for your Windows or for your Mac computer that allows you to do all these edits. You can change everything you just saw in the app. You can trim it, you can set keyframes, you can adjust it, you can say you want that mini globe view or you want like a fisheye view. Everything can be here, and then you basically add it to the export lists, and then it will export it in the frames that you wanted. Of course, you can make a 360-degree videos if you want to use it with virtual reality headset or on your smartphone. So far, I've only used it basically for YouTube Shorts, Insta Stories, etc., which means I flattened it out and framed it for the purposes of what I needed it. Another way of editing is if you are using Adobe Premiere Pro, like many people use for their YouTube channels. There is a GoPro add-on that you can download. You see here on the left what it's called. I'm going to put the name here and in the description. And once you moved the video footage from your library onto the timeline, you just add this effect. And now with that effect, you can do also all these effects, reframing the perspective, zoom in, zoom out, everything can be done here. You can also keyframe it to create these animations if you want, like a pan from left to right, up or down, to make it cooler effects. So you have all the liberties, and I think that is literally the key differentiator between what we had with a GoPro to what it allows us with Insta360. That at least for me, I've been able with every single recording to produce something cool out of it, either if it's just for a short video or to make somebody smile, a friend or something, without having that issue that I see after the fact that it didn't record well. For example, we put it on an airplane, a remote control airplane. With a GoPro, I would see after the fact how the shots went. Here with Insta360, I could frame the shots however I wanted and even make it look super cool when the airplane turns by keeping it straight versus turning with it at a GoPro. Unless you have the GoPro Max, obviously, but a traditional GoPro would do. Now, when we talk about which model should you buy. So I got the fancy 1-inch sensor that is like done with Leica or in partnership with Leica. I purchased this mainly because it was available through my credit card, the points that I had, and was the only one available right away. Otherwise, I would have purchased the Insta360 X3, which is their newest model. I would definitely recommend to go with that model because you have a million more accessories, etc. And this one has some things that are a bit more annoying. For example, if you want to get to the SD card here, you have to remove the lens. It's very modular. Some say it might be good in the future because other add-ons are made. And for whatever reason, you have to open this plastic thing here where you have the charging port to be able to take those elements out from within. They come out like this. Then you can take the display element on, and then down here, you probably don't see it, but down here is the SD card. This is the battery block. So that is something I don't like about this particular model. Also, the battery lifetime is not very long. I was searching if I can buy just the battery, couldn't find it. I found it, I think, in the very end on the Insta website, but not on Amazon. Plus, it's bothersome to change it versus a quick change. But that is definitely something that I don't like. So if you're looking in the market or want to buy something cool for Christmas, go with the X3. I think the 1-inch sensor here, unless you're like a person that makes money with the videos, which I'm not, then maybe the 1-inch sensor is better if you want to do color grading. If you use it just as me for fun, the X3 is the way to go. Also definitely go with the selfie stick because somehow it literally is invisible. You can make awesome shots. The shots of the videos I linked and footage you showed is all done with this. And in addition to that, I purchased the bike mount from GoPro, which comes like this. You basically put it on the handlebar. It has still all the attachments, so you could put your GoPro computer on it or not. And then it has this little carbon fiber stick that is also invisible. You put it on top of here, and that goes on your bike like this, and that's it. And all the bike footage you've seen in the video has been shot with that. The one thing that was interesting is in the beginning, over time, the camera will shift a little bit like left or right. It doesn't really matter since you can reframe the shots after the fact. But the weak point on this accessory is this particular screw here. So while I was mountain biking, this one got loose multiple times. So much so that one time it got so loose that the camera fell down onto the front wheel of the camera, and now I have a scratched lens. I'm still trying to figure out how I can get this fixed. And if you know a good way to fix this slightly scratched lenses, it was just for a second, I stopped right away. But you can see specifically when the sun shines in, which now is a little bit frustrating, but I hope, given that this is a $900 tool, that I either find a camera shop or a lens shop that can polish this out, or that, who knows, maybe I find a solution with Insta. I haven't reached out yet to their support. Now, as I said, the fun I've had with this camera, I don't remember. I think maybe the first GoPro, which probably was GoPro 2, that I bought, that was a lot of fun. That was the first thing for snowboarding footage in Switzerland. It was we didn't have anything like it, right? Like they really made that market. Now Insta360 is already out there for a few years. I always thought like, this is silly. Nobody has like, the virtual reality headsets yet to really take advantage of it. And now if this thing dies, I'll buy another one, like guaranteed. This is now a fixed part. Again, I probably wouldn't buy the special edition that is more expensive. I probably would go with the X3 that also has a bigger display if you just want to use it without the app. But I am impressed, even with the accessories like mic adapters and everything you can use of just, it really is fun. Like check out the videos that I linked and footage I used, judge it for yourself. But honestly, if you want a camera in 2022 or 23 that is super fun to make awesome footage to share with family, friends, or for your social media channel, whatever you want to do, buy an Insta360. You can't go wrong. You will be happy with it. I hope you liked today's video. If so, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel so you stay up to date with new videos I post. If you know a good place or a way to fix lens damages, please leave it in the comment. I would appreciate it. And with that, D-Dave Kurt out.